Hello everyone, Josh here and welcome back to another video. Now I have just got off of that bus stop there, Charfield Railway Tavern. As you might have told by the title of this video, it's another historical explorations episode. Now I know I've only done one episode. I've been planning to do this one for about 5 months. I've been planning to do Tetbury for ages. I've been planning to do, you know, there's loads I could do. I could even do Berkeley Road while I'm down this way. I'm not going to, so if you can't read, I don't know, maybe you're watching this video blind. That was the Railway Tavern in Charfield, and of course Charfield is home to an abandoned railway station. It's not abandoned, it's just not used anymore, and there is a bit more going on at this station compared to Cirencester's because, little fun fact, it still has working trains passing through, which you would know if you are of a train enthusiast calibre. So let's have a look. As we speak, I am walking up to where the line is. So yes, it is still served by high-speed trains going very fast. Of course, now they do not slow down. There is still platforms, which is very good, and there is still buildings, which is very good. In my bag, I do have my notebook of notes that I've wrote down, so I can talk to you about the history of Charfield Railway Station. If you enjoy these historical explorations or the normal exploring stations, please make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more videos just like these. My name's Josh. I upload every single day at 6 PM GMT or BST, depending on the time zone of the UK at the time. Is there pavement? I mean, there is pavement. I'm going on the overbridge here. So, let's have a look. Because obviously, it is still a functioning overbridge. There is still the tracks and maybe what could have been the OG bridge. Unfortunately, there is only pavement this side, so it is a bit iffy to film. I'm going to go on the other bridge, which looks like it's been built, because there's still pavement here, but this end you can't really access the pavement easily because of this, so I'm not really sure. So I'm going to go on the other bridge and see. Well, literally I can't see anything. I literally cannot see anything. I can just see into people's gardens. I hate bridges like this. Hang on. Brill. At least I've got a bit of shelter from the rain, because obviously the next bus here, because it's an every 2-hour service, is my bus. That's literally it. I don't know. I feel like this is going to be really shit. So I'm just going to film up there and hope it looks good. So this is through the bridge. And there is the old station building. Now, I thought there was platforms here, but there must not be anymore. Okay, while I'm here, I'm going to get my notebook out and we are going to talk about the old, abandoned, well, it's not abandoned, no longer used, Charfield Railway Station, which is just down there. And we're going to talk about the Grade 2 listed nature of the railway station. Let's get started. Just my luck, as I start walking away, I believe a freight train, I don't know what else it would be, just passed through. So that is a bit unlucky. I'm trying to see if I can get any closer to the buildings. I'm going to go down here and see if I can find the old, obviously someone lives there now, but at least stand a little bit closer to the tracks, because that bridge is horrible. I thought it would have a bit of a better view than that, but apparently it doesn't. I mean, it's not the end of the world, because it is absolutely, well, raining. It wasn't meant to rain today, I don't think, so I haven't got a coat. I do have an umbrella in my bag because I never take it out. I'm hoping down here you can get a bit closer, because it looks like there's a bit of work going on. I'll pan around and show you what I can see right now. Okay, maybe no one lives there anymore, but if you can see, those two buildings there are the Grade 2 listed buildings of the railway station. It is really wet right now. This is not ideal. Okay, I am getting soaked. There is a co-op there. Should it get a bit too wet, I can just go in there, I guess, for a little bit, because there's not even a shelter at the bus stop. There's nothing. Oh, here comes the rain. Here comes the rain. Oh my goodness gracious me. This is not ideal. I haven't even gotten to the historical part yet of the video. Well, I guess it is historical, just talking about it. I do have some fun facts and stuff from the wiki page. Right, this is a bit of a better view here. What's going on is a bit of a deep excavation, as it were. So I'll show you what I can see here in front of me. So I believe the railway line's over there, because this is the old station building of Charfield railway station. Now, I don't really want to get my notebook out in this rain, because it's going to get absolutely obliterated. So what I'm going to do is go back to that bridge and just, I guess, do a bit of train spotting. Knowing my luck, no train is going to pass through, but let's do it on the bridge. What I can tell you is the old station master's house and the old booking office and waiting hall are grade 2 listed historical buildings and cannot be demolished, similar to Cirencester Town Railway Station building. And it's those two buildings there. You can kind of tell based on the style of the buildings. Now, this Charfield railway station was a broad gauge level railway, and that is sort of what it still is to this day. And it was designed and overseen by Isambard Kingdom Brunel, similar with Cirencester railway station and Swindon Junction railway station. Now, it did close over 60 years ago now, part of the Beeching Cut of whatever year that was. It opened in 1844, I'll get the proper dates in a moment, and it closed over 2 dates in 1965, originally for passengers and then for goods, because I presume it used to have a goods yard somewhere along the side. Additionally, of course, it is still served, it could still be served, trains do still pass through the railway station, or the site of the old railway station. Now, there have been plans to reopen the railway station, which were in a proposal between 2021 and 2022. However, these were for the most part unsuccessful. However, it was passed quite recently, in May 2025, I believe it was, for the proposal of the reconstruction of Charfield railway station and the reopening to happen by spring 2027. So all I can say is, watch this space. Potentially we could see Charfield railway station reopen. It's a little bit annoying this is a bridge and not a level crossing, but whatever. And it's a bit annoying there's some sort of industrial estate building, so Isuzu, MG, Fuse, a tyre building and more there. Because if there wasn't, you could have been able to get right up to the tracks. Anyway, let's get into a bit of history about Charfield railway station. I've also just realised this isn't even undercover because it's just fence. This video is just going from bad to worse. Anyway, I'm going to sort of tell you some, what do you say, some facts. Well, they are facts, but they're not being proposed as facts, if you understand what I mean. Do you know what? I'm going to go stand by the main road because there's actually a wall that I can put my bag on, and it's not unsafe. There is still pavement there. This has just been built around. So at some point, the pavement was okay. You're kidding. I've moved and another train's come through. You'll give me strength. Actually, give me king strength. It's okay. I've moved and another train's come through. Off to Gloucester. Maybe somewhere else. Right. Camera's going there. We're doing this a bit differently to how I originally planned to do it. I originally planned to stand where I was a minute ago. Right. This was originally on the Bristol and Gloucester Railway, and it was a broad gauge level railway overseen by Isambard Kingdom Brunel. It had 2 platforms, with the original company being the Bristol and Gloucester Railway before the pre-grouping of Midland Railway. It opened on the 8th of July 1844, and it did close for passengers in 1965, so it was around for about 121 years, closing on the 4th of January for passengers and the 6th of September for goods. Of course, literally below me there, the line is still intact and it is still used. The Grade 2 listed buildings are the booking hall and waiting room, and also the station master's house, both of which were designated, I believe, the Grade 2 listed status on the 5th of June 1984. Now, there has been reopening discussions, which I have mentioned, of course, which apparently will have the reopening of spring 2027. Now, it is on the line that still exists now, between Yate and Cam Dursley. Of course, Cam Dursley is in front of me, Yate is behind me towards Bristol. And the services by Great Western Railway you get through here are Worcester, Foregate Street, Shrub Hill, Cheltenham Spa and Gloucester, through to Bristol Parkway and Bristol Temple Meads, which is an hourly service, as well as the non-stop Great Western Railway services. So, historical railways, the Bristol and Gloucester Railway, then the Midland Railway. The line is still open, but the stations have been closed. So the preceding station was Wickwar, and the following station was Berkeley Road. And also you had a branch line begin here, the Sharpness Branch Line, part of Midland Railway, which had the next station of Berkeley. However, both the line and the station have been closed. However, a bit further down there, the line opens up a bit, or is it behind me? It is behind me, I think, where the line opens up a bit. So I'll show you a map picture of that at the end of the video. And you also had Great Western Railway and Metro West, which the preceding station was Yate, and the following station was Cam and Dursley. Of course, the reopening discussion would see Great Western Railway stop here on their Cheltenham Spa, Gloucester, Cam and Dursley, Charfield, Yate, Bristol Parkway, Fulton Abbey Wood, and Bristol Temple Meads services. But apart from that, that is everything about Charfield Railway Station here in South Gloucestershire. Of course, I've missed 2 trains, which are they were both passenger trains, most likely, one to Gloucester and one going the other way. So that is the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching historical explorations of Charfield, although it wasn't much of an exploration. If you know of some in the southwest of England or nearby to my home domain of Gloucestershire, please do let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'm going to get back on 36109 back to Dursley in about 20 minutes, 30-40 minutes, not 20 minutes. Thanks for watching. See you in a bit.